The whole idea of match betting is that we use free bets and bonuses offered by the bookmakers to make guaranteed profits. A bookmaker might be offering a free bet as an incentive to sign up with them, or just as a way to get you betting again if you're already a customer. In order to turn this bet into guaranteed cash, we bet on all outcomes of a particular game in order to ensure that we make money no matter what the result is. So how does this work? Well, it works by placing two kinds of bets. With one bookmaker, for example Coral, we might place a bet on England to win a football match. This type of bet is called a back bet because you're backing England to win. With another bookmaker, for example Betfair, we might place a bet on England to not win a football match. This type of bet is called a lay bet because you're betting against England winning. And because we're betting on England to not win, it also includes the draw, because a draw also counts as not winning. These two bets cancel each other out completely. So if England win, we lose the lay bet on Betfair but win the back bet on Coral. And if England lose or draw, we lose the back bet on Coral but win the lay bet on Betfair. Simple, right? No matter what happens, we don't win or lose any money. The point of that bet is not to make money. It's just to qualify you for the free bet. Our profit always comes from the free bets. And don't worry, there are always more free bets up for grabs. So we get given the free bet from Coral, and we're going to use this to place another bet, this time using the free bet. We repeat the same process again, placing a back bet and a lay bet, but this time using the free cash. And since we're not using real money, we make a guaranteed profit from the bets. We have a calculator that tells us exactly how much to bet, and a piece of software that tells us what to bet on. It doesn't matter who or what we're betting on really, it's more about what the odds are, which I'll go into a bit more later. That's the basic premise. Let's try it with some real numbers. Coral are offering a £20 free bet to new customers. To claim the free bet, all we have to do is place a £5 qualifying bet. So I create my account with Coral and I deposit £5 into it. I also create my account with Betfair and I put £5 into that. So I now need to place my first bet. There are 3 steps to placing any bet. Find the bet, calculate the bet, and place the bet. When we're looking for a bet, we want the back odds on Coral to be very close to the lay odds on Betfair. So if England are at odds of 3.0 to back on Coral, we would want them to be as close to that as possible on Betfair, maybe something like 3.1. Now we have a special tool that we can use to find the bets for you. This is called the odds matching software. You can find a link to this at the top of every page on the website. Once it's loaded up, I can select Coral from the drop-down list here. What this software does is it automatically finds the odds that are closest together and displays them for you in a useful list like this. So for each match, it shows the date and time of the game or race, the name of the game or race, the name of the team you're betting on, and the type of bet it is. The rating column basically tells you how close together the bets are. Usually we want to look for things that have a rating of 95 or above. Then, over to the right, we can see the bookmaker's back odds and the exchange lay odds. Don't pay any attention to this column over on the right for now. So, for Coral, our first bet needs to be at odds of 1.5 or above. So, what I want you to do is click on the Filters button, then click on the box next to Min Odds, and enter 1.5 into the box. Then click Apply. This means it will only show us matches that are 1.5 or above. The other thing to consider is that the higher odds you go for, the more money you need in Betfair to lay the bet. Since I don't want to put any more money into Betfair right now, I'm going to go for something at fairly low odds. So I'm going to go for this match here, Real Madrid versus Atletico Madrid, betting on Real Madrid. I'm going to load up the match on the Betfair website first. I make sure I'm on the Betfair exchange, then at the top I can click on the search bar and enter the full name of the match. I can then select it from the results. I then do the same thing on Coral. I enter the full name of the match and select it from the search results. So let's check the odds to make sure they're correct. Real Madrid are odds of 2.5 on Coral, and on Betfair they're odds of 2.54 to lay, so they're fairly close together. Good enough for us.
In general, we always want the back odds on Coral to be as high as possible and the lay odds on Betfair to be as low as possible. Usually though, the lay odds will end up being slightly higher like they are here.
For our back bet on Coral, we know the bet is £5 because that's what Coral have said it has to be, so that's pretty simple. The part we need to work out is how much our lay bet on Betfair should be. It's not going to be exactly £5 because the odds are slightly different and because Betfair take a commission on winnings. Rather than work it out ourselves, we can click on the calculator at the top of the page and use this to work it out for us.
All we have to do is make sure normal is selected at the top, enter the bookmaker stake, which we've already established is going to be £5. The bookmaker back odds are 2.5 because those are the odds for Real Madrid on Coral's website. The lay odds are 2.54 because those are the odds to lay Real Madrid on Betfair. And we leave the lay commission at 5%. So this tells me that the amount I need to lay is £5 and 2 pence. So this is what I'm going to be typing into the stake box on Betfair. So what I'll do now is select Real Madrid on Coral. I enter my stake of £5 into the stake box in the bet slip on the right. I then press place bet. Make sure the bet is definitely placed. So here it says bet placed. I then go over to Betfair, copy my lay stake from the top line of the calculator results, click on the pink lay box next to Real Madrid, paste my stake into the box, and then I press place bets and confirm bets. Now, if I just take a look back at the calculator, remember the point of this bet is not to make a profit. The point of this bet is to qualify us for the free bet. Therefore, on this bet, we can see from the calculator that we're going to make a loss of 23 pence. Not a problem. Now, the other thing you need to be aware of in the calculator is this liability number. The liability is the amount of money you need in Betfair to place your bet. So even though my lay stake is £5 and 2 pence, I actually need £7.73 in my Betfair account in order to place this bet. I'll explain the hows and the whys later on if you're interested, but essentially for now you just need to know this is what you type into the stake box in Betfair, this is how much money you need to have in your Betfair account, and this is how much profit or loss the bet will make. Again, don't worry about the how or the why for now, just accept that this is how it is. Anyway, moving on, I now get a £20 free bet instantly, which I can see at the top of the screen. What I'm going to do now is repeat the exact process again. So find the bet, calculate the bet, and place the bet. I load up the odds matching software again and make sure Coral is selected. Now, for free bets, we want to use higher odds in order to maximize our profits. Generally, with free bets, the higher odds you go for, the more profit you'll make. But do bear in mind, the higher odds you go for, the more money you're going to require in your Betfair account in order to cover the bet. I'm going to choose odds of above 4. So I'm going to click the filter button, then enter 4 into the min odds box and click apply. I'm going to go for this match here, which is on a horse called Dommerson. So I find the horse on Betfair. It's a horse in the 5:15 Wolverhampton. So I can either use the search bar to search the name of the horse, or I can just click on horse racing at the top. Then I can see the Wolverhampton 5:15 here. I click on that and I can see all of the horses here. I then repeat this to find the horse on Coral. So I now need to calculate my bet. I go back to the calculator. This time I select free bet SNR. My stake is £20 because that's the size of the free bet. I enter the Coral back odds, which are 4.5, and the Betfair lay odds, which are 4.7. This bet is going to make a profit of £14.31. If I decide I want more profit than this, I can look for something at higher odds, but for simplicity, I'm just going to stick with this. My Betfair lay stake is £15 and 5 pence, and I need £55 and 69 pence in Betfair before I can lay this, so I would deposit that amount into Betfair now. Again, if that's too much for you, then you just go for something with lower odds. I'm now going to place these bets. So on Coral first, I click on the odds next to the horse, which brings up my bet slip. Now, if I click on the drop-down box here, you'll see it brings up my free bets. you'll notice that my £20 free bet has been credited as 4 £5 free bets. So I'm going to need to place these as 4 £5 bets. So I select my £5 free bet from the drop-down list and enter my stake of £5 into the stake box above. I then press place bet and wait for confirmation. Now I just repeat the same process again. Open the bet slip, enter my £5 stake and select the free bet from the drop-down box. I place that bet and then repeat it 2 more times for the remaining 2 bets. Now I've got the full £20 placed with Coral, I'll now go back over to Betfair and place my lay bet. I've already got the bet ready, so I just hit place bets and confirm bets. Those bets are now placed and I'm now done with this offer. Let's take a quick look at what will happen. So on my first bet, if Real Madrid win, I will lose my £7.73 at Betfair, but I'll win £7.50 at Coral. However, if Real Madrid lose or draw, I will win £5.02 at Betfair, less their commission of 25p, leaving me with £4.77, and I will lose my £5 with Coral. No matter what happens, I lose 23p overall. On the second bet, if Domison wins the race, I lose £55.69 at Betfair, but I win £70 at Coral. And if Domison does not win the race, I win £15.05 at Betfair, minus their commission of 75p, leaving me with £14.30, and I lose nothing at Coral because it was a free bet. No matter what happens, I win £14.30. So my total profit from this, after I deduct the 23p, is £14.07, no matter what happens.
Once you've practiced this a little, the entire process takes 5 minutes. Open the account, find the bet, calculate the bet, place the bet, and then repeat it again with the free bet. As you move through the other bookmakers, there are offers that vary from a few quid all the way up to several hundred quid. There are around 100 sign-up offers to complete and reload offers for existing customers posted to our website every single day. You cannot run out of bonuses. Even if you've already got a bunch of bookie accounts, you can still keep getting reload offers. This is an absolute goldmine. Now in a minute I'm going to ask you to go over to your offers page and start working your way down the list. If you're a free member, you'll see 2 offers in there, and if you're platinum you'll see around 100, as well as dozens of new reload offers posted every day. However, before you do that, I want you to make sure you take one precaution. Bookmakers are required by law to verify your identity when you bet with them. This is to make sure that you're over 18 and that you are who you say you are. Often they can do this check automatically using their databases and the electoral roll. However, sometimes they may ask you to provide ID documents to them via email. This is completely normal, it's called a KYC check, and all bookmakers are required to do it by law. If they ask you for this, you just need to send them a photo of the required documents. You can use a camera phone to take the photo and then attach it to the email back to them. I have my documents saved on a USB stick so that I can access them easily and keep them safe. Usually they're going to ask for a photo of your driving license or passport, some kind of proof of address, so any official letter with your name and address on it, like a bank statement or utility bill or tax bill. They may also ask for a photo of the front and back of the debit card that you use to deposit. If they ask for this, they only need to see the first 6 and the last 4 digits of the long card number, so you can block out the others if you wish. On the back, you can block out the same numbers and also the 3-digit CVV code. Again, this is common practice, it's completely safe and okay to do. So, now that we've got the training out of the way, go back to the members page, have a quick read of the FAQ, and then go over to the offers page and start making money.